Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to discuss a whole bunch of new products for the under eye area. There's been a lot of products that have come out, some new concealers, some new primers, some new powders, some new skin treatments that have come out, and they all have to do with underneath the eyes. So we're going to go over some of these new releases and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. If that's something you're interested in watching, then you are in the right place. We're about to get into it.
Watch out for me, I'm about to glow. You better watch out for me, I'm about to glow. Your boy all glow.
Alright guys, so first we're going to start talking about treatments. And the one I want to talk to you about is this one. This is the Kate Somerville Retinol Under Eye Cream. This is the one eye cream that you can buy at Sephora that has a retinol in it. Now the claims are that this improves the appearance of skin firmness and elasticity around the eye area, that it reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles around the eye area, that it brightens and minimizes the appearance of any imperfection. It also has a gold tip applicator that it says feels very cool on contact, and this is what the applicator itself looks like. And it also says that this bends to allow for massaging the product into the eye area, and it is quite flexible, as you can see here. It does bend and give a little bit. And then of course it claims to really hydrate the under eye area. Now, the one thing that I will say about this, because it is a retinol product, I wanted to give this a long time before I came to you guys and talked to you about results. So I've used this for about a month now, and I can honestly say that this is one of the few eye creams that I have used where I have actually noticed a visible reduction of fine lines and wrinkles and texture around the eye area. I love this product. I will continue to use this product. If you have texture and you have those fine lines and wrinkles and you're good with putting a retinol on your face, then I would absolutely recommend this product for you guys. It is very potent. I would start with doing maybe once at night before you go to bed, and then maybe work yourself up to AM and PM. Remember, if you put it on in the morning, don't forget your sunscreen. I honestly never moved from just putting it in my nighttime routine. I like putting on a retinoid at night and allowing it to work as I sleep, and for me, the results that I've seen over the last 30 days have been phenomenal, and it's definitely enough for me to come on here and Erica approved this product. So if you guys haven't given this a shot, go into Sephora, get a little sample. It'll be enough for you to try it out for about a week. You should see a little bit of results during that time and decide for yourself if it's something that you really want to invest in. I really like this, and it's absolutely an Erica approved product. And just so you guys can see what this looks like, I'll put a little bit of it on the back of my hand here. It is kind of this orangey brown kind of color, and you just massage it into the skin at nighttime is when I've been doing it. You can also again do it in the morning, and you just leave it sit for the rest of the evening. Alright, so that's what I've been using at night. Another product that I tried and that I worked into my routine during the day is this product, and this is the Tatcha Luminous Deep Hydration Firming Eye Serum. And I worked this product into my daytime routine. So this is what I would actually put on in the morning, and this is what this looks like. And I'll put a little bit of this on the back of my hand so you can see as well. It does also come with a ceramic tip, which is very cooling when you place it in the under eye area. And it is just a clear, well, it's a very milky type serum. Now, they do claim that this is luminous, but the best ingredient in this is actually the Okinawa red algae that's in this, which is known for being incredibly hydrating. In addition to the red algae, it also has hyaluronic acid in it as well, which we all know holds something crazy like 12 times its weight in water. So this is a deep hydration under eye firming cream. So there's also a proprietary blend of ingredients in here that actually firm and tighten the under eye area. I love this during the day because I can feel that firming and tightening happening, and my creases underneath my eyes are not as deep. They're a lot more plump, and I don't have as much texture in the under eye area, I've noticed, when I use this product during the day. Now, I've used this product for just about 2 weeks now, and the results that I've seen with this particular product have been amazing. So this is what I'm using during the day right now, and I definitely wanted to talk to you guys about this because this is also an Erica approved product. I really, really like this. So far, this has taken the place over my Sunday Riley, which is still amazing. Over, you know, some of the other stuff that I've talked to you guys about, which are all great products. But right now, this one, it's got all those hydration benefits, but it's also got that tightening sensation, which I really, really like if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, if fine lines and wrinkles aren't necessarily your biggest concern, but you do have really, really dry under eyes, then this next product I think is going to be for you. The Belief Moisture Eye Balm. It's a cream, and this is what it looks like. Now, the one thing about the Belief Moisture Eye Balm is that the Belief company and Sephora actually got together and collaborated on this. Now, the Belief Moisture Balm, which is just a moisturizer, skyrocketed to the top of Sephora's best sellers list. And it became a cult classic with makeup artists everywhere when it came to moisturizing the face prior to makeup application. So what Sephora and Belief did was they got together and they combined the Moisture Balm technology and they put it into an eye cream. And currently this is sitting at Sephora's #1 top selling eye cream list. So what they've done is they've basically developed a very silky, cooling effect, and it does keep your under eyes moisturized for a very long time. I haven't tried that whole 26-hour claim, but as you can see here, it just goes on really silky, really smooth. It's a very lightweight eye cream, and it does just flood fine lines around the eye with that long-lasting moisture, and it does a great job at priming the eye area so that it can keep makeup looking very kind of crease free and flawless all throughout the course of the day. So if you're just looking for some intense, very deep hydration underneath the eye, then the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm is gonna be for you. I definitely recommend that you guys check this one out. This is also Erica approved. Alright guys, and then I have one other treatment to talk to you guys about, and that is an under eye mask. Now, I've tried a lot of under eye masks, and a lot of them do a great job at just really saturating the under eye area with really intense hydration and a lot of moisture. And when your eyes are feeling exceptionally puffy or exceptionally dry, those under eye masks are really good because they help to depuff and really put some moisture into your under eye area. I recently tried an under eye gel patch that when I took them off, I was literally stunned at the results. The eye mask I'm talking about is from Tatcha, and it's called the Revitalizing Deep Hydration Eye Mask. And they come like this. You can get them at Sephora. I will give you a little bit of a hint. They are quite expensive at Sephora. If you're a member of Costco, you can hop on to Costco and you can get them at a pretty significant discount. And don't forget, guys, always check QVC. Tatcha is carried at QVC, and they sell them at discount or in discount bundles, or allow you to split the cost up into multiple payments. So QVC is always an option that I think a lot of people forget about. Anyway, moving on to these eye masks. This eye mask from Tatcha, you guys, when I put this eye mask on, I was honestly thinking it was going to be like any other eye mask. It was going to feel good, it was going to depuff a little bit, and that would be it. When I took this off my face, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that not only was my under eye area incredibly moisturized, but all my texture, all my fine lines and wrinkles were all plumped out and just basically gone. I was shocked, and I thought, oh my God, this is going to last 30 minutes, and then it's just going to go away. Honestly, it lasted the entire day. When I woke up the next morning, I noticed that my eyes weren't as puffy as they typically are. And I looked in the mirror and I could honestly still see a little bit of that puffing out of fine lines and wrinkles, and they weren't as exaggerated as they typically are. I was like stunned. Like, I don't ever want to have to go without these like ever again. So of course I wanted to use this every day, but the recommended use is to use it once or twice a week, and the effect will last and continuously have an ongoing effect, and you'll be able to, I'm going to do 2 times a week, and you'll be able to sustain that effect, throughout. So I'm going to start now. I was trying some other products out, so I only gave this a one-time shot and was like freaked out, and I immediately wanted to like hoard them, and I only wanted to use them when I absolutely had to, because I only have like a limited amount in here. So I am going to start the twice a week regimen and see if I can get those effects to last like for a significant amount of time. I was so impressed with the performance of this eye mask, you guys. Honestly, I could not even wait to come on here and tell you how well this eye mask performed. It completely blew me away. So I really started doing some research into the ingredients that are in here and what it was that I was so impressed with. So I really started getting into the ingredients, and as I started looking at the ingredients of this eye mask, it started making a lot of sense to me. So not only is that red algae complex in the eye mask, in addition to hyaluronic acid, there's also a proprietary blend of stuff that Tatcha has that includes things like green tea, rice bran, and squalene. And for those of you that haven't seen prior videos where I talk about squalene, squalene is something that our body produces naturally. So if you can ever find anything that has squalene in it, it's going to be amazing, especially as an eye treatment. Squalene is a natural hydrating emollient that makes the under eye area so rich in moisture and hydration. Squalene is one of my favorite ingredients. Also, look for setting sprays that have squalene in it. That will help get rid of that, really, when your powder turns your face very powdery or very cakey. If you use a setting spray that has squalene in it, it'll immediately take away that cakey look and will refreshen your skin. You can spray it on the back of a beauty blender and just pounce it on your face. You can even spray it on the back of a beauty blender and put it underneath your eyes after you've set your under eye with powder, and that squalene will help that powder to just melt into the skin and make it look really, really moisturized and healthy. Squalene is one of my favorite ingredients. The texture of squalene is super light, it's non-greasy, and it sinks into the skin really, really fast. Squalene can actually help you regulate when your face is making too much oil. Squalene can help your face regulate that, since it's something that your skin makes naturally. It's actually better at that than jojoba oil, because jojoba oil is a less stable monounsaturated fat. Squalene is also a natural antibacterial. And most importantly, squalene helps protect your under eye area from free radicals. So anything that causes the signs of aging. And there have been studies that show that it may reduce some dark pigment over time. So it could possibly even help with those dark circles. Now, back in ancient times, people recognized the importance of squalene. Unfortunately, it was only found in shark livers. But today, we have actually found this in plants. So now we use a non-comedogenic, plant-friendly version of squalene in our cosmetic products. So once I saw that this had squalene in it, it all kind of made sense to me. So it seems like Tatcha has really stumbled upon a fantastic formula with these under eye masks. With the squalene, her proprietary blend that she has going on in here, which I'm sure they're going to keep secret, all of that really makes for a fantastic performing under eye mask. If you guys haven't tried these, you gotta at least try them once. Alright guys, so a new primer that came out is this Becca Anti-Fatigue Primer. And it's supposed to be like a cooling primer that you put on right before you put your concealer on. Alright, so what are the claims for this little ditty? Well, it says that this balm instantly smooths and blurs fine lines while reducing puffiness over time. It says that it's infused with cucumber, matcha green tea, and caffeine, and that the velvety texture effortlessly melts into the skin to smooth and condition the eye area. It's supposed to prep for corrector and concealer application so makeup never creases or looks cakey. It is rather velvety, and they do suggest that you run your finger in this like this to warm it up on the little palette here, and then to just press it into the orbital bone around the eye area. And that's how you're supposed to apply this. Now, I was expecting this to be something fantastic. I do like the cooling aspect of this because it does feel really good when you put it underneath the eye. I wouldn't necessarily say that this did anything for decreasing puffiness underneath my eyes. It didn't reduce fine lines or wrinkles. It didn't even really blur them out. It did okay with making my concealer last, but you know, a normal primer that I could just bring up underneath my eyes would do the same thing. Actually, I think the Smashbox Under Eye Primer is probably a little bit better and a little more long lasting than this one. Overall, would I recommend it to you guys? If you really like the cooling aspect of this and that, you know, is something that appeals to you, then definitely go and grab it. But for me, this one's going to be a pass. I just think for the money, it just didn't do enough, and I just wasn't that impressed with it. Keeping up with the Becca theme, Becca has now come out with an under eye brightening powder. Now, I have used this for a couple of weeks just to see how it stacked up to other under eye setting powders that I have, and honestly, it's a great under eye setting powder. This is very finely milled. It's made with very kind of loose pearl pigment that have that light reflective technology. It reminds me a lot of the Secret Brightening Powder from Mercier. If I had to put these two side by side, I would say they are basically the same exact thing. I have noticed that the Becca seems to be just a little bit more finely milled than the Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder. I do feel like for me, the best way to apply this is very lightly with a brush. Tap it in, dust off the excess, and just sweep it under the under eye area. Now, this claims that it fills in fine lines and wrinkles and it just blurs out that under eye area. I find that it doesn't do that so much as brighten the under eye area. I do think it has great brightening effects, but you know, not so much when it comes to like smoothing out that under eye area and making it look flawless. But it does have great brightening aspects to it, and it does a great job at keeping your concealer from creasing throughout the course of the day. It sets your under eye area quite nicely. It doesn't really get dry or kind of heavy underneath the eye. This is really a good under eye setting powder. So this one is absolutely Erica approved, but I do feel like if you already have the Secret Brightening Powder from Mercier, then you don't really need to get this one, because I do think they're basically the same product. Now, e.l.f. has come out with a Color and Correct under eye setting powder, which I actually think is really, really neat. They have 3 colors in this. They have a peach color, they have a rose color, and they have a banana powder color. And the one thing I really like about this under eye powder is that it's colored, so it can help offset, you know, some different issues that you may have under the eye. But I also like how finely milled this is. It is very finely milled, and it goes on perfect on the skin. As you can see, this is the peach one, which is going to be great for dark tones. Banana powder is going to be great to brighten the under eye area, and that rose will be great to brighten as well for those lighter skin tones. But it really just smooths out the under eye area. It sets your makeup perfectly underneath the eye, and I really, really enjoy this product from e.l.f., and I think it's like $4. So definitely check out their under eye powders in all 3 colors that they have. This one's definitely Erica approved. I think it's a winner. All right, moving on to concealers, and I've got some opinions laying out here in front of me. So first of all, I talked to you guys a little bit in the live video that we had about the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. For those of you that didn't have a chance to watch that live, for me, I feel like this is my solution is Shape Tape. I personally can't wear Shape Tape. I find that it's incredibly drying in my under eye area. I find that this has just as much pigment as the Shape Tape, and I find that it's not as drying. So for me, this is a great happy medium. I feel like this is a fantastic product. I'm very glad that I found this product, and I think that this is definitely Erica approved. This is something I would recommend you guys try. I love the applicator. It's got that big chunky applicator like the Tarte, and the formula is just very creamy. I actually use this formula not only to conceal under the eyes, but I have some darker shades that I use to contour because I love the formula that much. It really is a nice formula, and it sets fabulously underneath the eye, or you can set it with a powder, however you'd like to roll. I really like this concealer. I think Makeup Revolution did a great job with it, and it's one of my top favorites. Next, we're going to talk about the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Camouflage, and this was really hyped up recently as the end-all be-all for concealer, and it's a little bit thicker in consistency. I'll show you guys here. And this was supposed to be a very high pigmented, very light feeling concealer. This reminds me a lot of the Bye Bye Under Eye. It's very thick, it's very tacky, and for me, this really sunk into fine lines and wrinkles and creased up on me. And it doesn't like to play well with powder. So if you like to bake, then I would avoid this one. It does have pretty good coverage, but for me, it just didn't sit right on the skin, and I wasn't a fan of this one. So the Lancome Camouflage Concealer was a pass for me. You know, I don't know if you guys might like it, but for me, this one was just a no-go. Next, we have the new Laura Mercier Ultra Long Wear Concealer. Now, of course, I was all about this concealer because I love her Ultra Long Wear foundation that just recently came out. I am all about that foundation, so I was really excited to get the concealer, and it did not disappoint. It comes in just a regular applicator. It is, now this does remind me more of like the NARS Radiant and Creamy as far as consistency is concerned. Its consistency is very lightweight. It does have quite a bit of pigment in it, not as much as like the Makeup Revolution or a Tarte Shape Tape. It's not as much as that, but it does have a good amount in there, and it does stay locked in and is crease resistant and very long wearing as well. So while this doesn't cover absolutely everything, if you don't have a lot to cover in the under eye area, this is a great concealer. I would say it's a little bit better than the NARS Creamy Concealer, and that's like a cult favorite. Everybody loves that concealer. If you want a nice concealer that's just going to brighten the under eye area and make you look very healthy, won't crease, and is long lasting, then definitely reach for this one. This one is absolutely Erica approved. Next, let's talk about the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. I was not a fan of this. Not only was there not a whole lot of coverage there, but the coverage did not last. It looked good for about the first 30 minutes, and then it really started to break down on me. It creased up and then eventually was just gone from under the eye within about 2 hours. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with this particular concealer, but it just did not work well for me at all. So unfortunately, the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer is not going to be Erica approved, and this is one I would avoid. Last but not least, this little ditty by Julep is a 5-in-1 skin complexion perfector, and they call it a cushion complexion perfector, and it's supposed to be a 5-in-1 skin perfector, and it also has turmeric in it, which we all know the amazing skincare benefits that you get from turmeric. So it was really interesting to me that that was included in this formula. but can they include something that's really, really good for you and still get the coverage and that bang for your buck that you want when it comes to makeup? Because honestly, guys, a lot of times when you find something that's healthy or organic, or it includes some kind of natural ingredient, usually you have to sacrifice like performance or coverage. But honestly, guys, this is like one of my new favorite brighteners and concealers. So they say 5-in-1 because you're supposed to be able to cover up blemishes, use it to even out your skin tone, use it as a concealer, using it as a highlight. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this, but honestly, it's whatever you can do with the basic concealer. You could do the same thing. This has a sponge tip applicator, which I like at the top. But for me, the difference is the formula with this one, guys. This is so creamy and so smooth. I'm actually going to go back and get a couple of more tones. This looks so pretty on the skin, you guys. And the pigment that you get out of this is phenomenal. It's incredibly pigmented. It's very high coverage. I love the way that this looks on the skin. It doesn't crease. It doesn't break up. It lasts a really long time throughout the course of the day, and it just looks beautiful on the skin. It just sits really, really pretty. I'm not sure why there isn't more of a hubbub about this product. I really, really like it, and I'm gonna go back and actually get a couple of extra shades because I really want to use it as a brightener, like on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. I really think that this would be a fantastic formula for that. I'm really picky about the concealers that I use specifically here to brighten because I have a lot of texture in my 11s, so I really have to have something that's very anti-creasing in that area, and this did not crease on me throughout the course of the day at all, and it just sat beautifully and looked really, really pretty. So I think I'm going to try getting a couple of different shades in this, maybe even going a darker shade and using it to contour, kind of similar to the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I honestly think right now these are my two favorite concealers. And again, this is Julep's Cushion Complexion 5-in-1 Skin Perfector with turmeric, and I really like that it has turmeric in it as well, because then you have all of those nice healthy skin benefits from this as well. Alright guys, well that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these products brought to you for your under eye area. If you guys have tried any of these and they've worked for you or they haven't, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinion. As always guys, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're not new here, make sure you've hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope everyone stays happy and healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.